So on my top of my paper, I'm going to write the stage. And I'm going to write what it looks like, because it talked a lot about what it looked like in the book. And I kind of want to describe that just to keep my memory. So let's make this little T-chart. Okay, friends. Class. Eyes on me, please. I want to talk about this. So let's talk about how it began. The life cycle of an eel. What did it look like in the very beginning? Let's look at these pictures. What did it look like in the very beginning? Okay. It looked really tiny. Is that picture? Let's see if we can find the page in the book that showed it. Okay. So right here it said baby eels are born in early spring. A real one is only about this big. That's really small. Oh my goodness. My fingernail is like half the size. That's so small. So, but what words did they use to describe it? Let's read this page again. Will you read it with me? There's a warm, weedy sea to the south of Bermuda. It's also called Sargasso. No wind ever blows there. No sailing ships sail there. For thousands of years there lay a hidden secret. This salt, soupy sea is where eels are born. Okay, so right here is saying where it's born. It says deep down where it's blackest, the eel egg becomes an eel. Right here, it describes this eel egg. Let's read this. He looks like a willow leaf, clear as a crystal. That sounds pretty descriptive to me. I think I want to write that in my chart. That's going to help me remember what that looks like. So right here, it says it looks like a clear willow leaf. So I'm going to say clear willow leaf. And we're talking about the baby eel. What else does it say about the baby eel? What else does it say it looks like? Can anybody tell me on this page what they notice? Coraline, what does it look like?
It looks really flat, but it looks like a big leaf.
It does. It looks really flat and it looks like a leaf. But on this page, there's also some words that describe how else it looks. I want to look at these words and see if we can use these words to help us describe it. So let's read this page. It says, his fierce jutting mouth has teeth like a saw blade. Wow, that's really descriptive. I think I want to use that. It has teeth like a saw. And then, just so I remember exactly what this looks like, I'm going to draw my picture. I think... Diamond roll. I'm the target. Thank you. All right. So it has these really sharp teeth right here. That's going to be its mouth. I'm going to draw this baby eel. And it's got this line going through the middle of it. We see that right there. Yeah. It's got all these lines going off of it too. Maybe one of the lines is where Yes. I should not hear anybody talking unless I call on you. Thank you. Okay, so we have our baby eel. Then it talks about another stage of the eel's life. Let's see if we can find it. So this one says he's swimming at the sea. The seagulls are waiting for him. Oh, I remember this page. This page said he kind of looks really glass-like. It says that he looks like a shoelace made out of glass. I think that that's really descriptive. I want to write that in my journal to remember what that looks like. So this is the elver. It says they wait until they turn into elvers. So I'm going to write elvers. And in my book, it says that he looks like a shoelace made out of glass. So I'm going to write that he looks like a glass shoelace. And I want to draw a picture to remind me what that looks like. So I'm going to draw this really long, thin eel. And it's kind of got a line going down the middle of it still. With a little eyeball. So that's my elver. And then it said that he grows up to be an adult eel, right? Let's see if we can find what that looks like. So this is still the elver. Boys in the back. Your eyes should be on me. That looks like the elver. I see that he's kind of starting to grow up a little bit. Oh, but wait, on this page, this looks a lot different from the elver, doesn't it? What do we think this looks like? Tell me, how is this different from the elver? Damari, how is it different? You didn't raise your hand? Okay. Nathan, how is it different? Can I go back a few pages? Sure. So that was the elver. Some more. That one. One more page. Yes, we read this. I want to know, how is this different? Penelope. Its skin isn't clear? Yes. So, what colors is this? Oscar. Gray. Yeah, we got some gray in there. Kind of in the middle right here. I think that kind of looks black to me. So down here I'm going to write, it looks like black. And I know that eels are kind of like a silvery color too. They kind of shimmer in the water. So I'm going to write black and silver. Class. Rule number 2. I should have
permission to speak.
So he's black and silver, and he's really long. He has a long body. So I'm just going to draw this really long eel. Got an eyeball right here. And he's kind of dark on the top. So I'm just going to color that in a little bit. Okay. So this is how we can use our book to help us remember. Nathan, put that at your chair, please. That should not come to the floor with you. Put it on or put it away. So we can use our book and details from the book to remember what exactly it looks like and the life cycle of it. Remember yesterday we talked about the life cycle of the salmon? This is the life cycle of the eel. So it's the same thing. So remember, back earlier, we were talking about instinct. Instinct. And somebody tell me, what was instinct? Can we remember? Benicio, tell me. It's a feeling. So, tell me. Let's read this page together. It says, when spring nears the shoreline, the smell of fresh water excites the glass elver. Into the river, he swims like a mad thing. He wriggles up rapids, climbs rocks around waterfalls. Riverbanks guide him. Nothing will stop him. Eels navigate by instinct. They always seem to know where they are going. So tell me, how do the words on this page help me figure out what instinct means? Are there any words in here that can help us?
No.
Brian?
No.
You don't think so? So if I don't know what the word instinct is, the first thing that I want to do is I want to look at the other words around it and see if there's anything that can give me some clues. So the sentence after it says, they always seem to know where they're going. Well, how do they know where they're going? Oscar? Their eyes? Well, but your eyes don't know where you're going. Your eyes just see where you're going. Damari? They remember? Okay. Nathan? They just figure it out? Okay. Well, let's talk about, or Brian, do you have another guess? They recognize the place? Okay. Well, let's think about this. If you have a hot stove, eyes on me, please. Benicio, eyes on me. Thank you. If you have a hot stove, do you touch it? No. Okay, how do you know not to touch it?
No. Because it's poison.
Oscar? Because it's hot. So if you hover your hand over the hot stove, your instinct is to pull it away because you know you're going to get burned. Your instinct is a gut feeling that tells you, hey, I really shouldn't do that. So that is what an instinct is. It means that you already know. All right? Okay. So that's all I want to do on this today. Hold on one second.